running back against slow-footed linebacker.
32-yard line.
And now we have a new wide receiver in for the Cal Bears after the pickup of 10 in the first down. It's the freshman Vincent Delgado. He saw some action last week against Arizona. Coaches like that youngster. He was a running back in high school up in Sacramento who scored 22 touchdowns. They made him a wide receiver. This is Garner switching hands with the ball and going out of bounds after another first down at the 21-yard line. Finally run out of bounds by Andre Stockton and Daryl Divinity. So the Cal Bears offense, which has been in hibernation in this ball game, comes awake, and they're moving with the ball. Barbera, the fullback, gets around the end, pops a guy, and goes out of bounds with a pickup of another 4 or 5 yards. Nick Holt was the man that he hit. We're talking about Barbero. He is a Bill Ring type of player, and Joe Cap likes that. You can really count on him, Cap says. Ford and McDougall will be the wide receivers this time. Noble will set the tight end on the left side. And Gilbert will look toward the end zone. Overthrows Ford by about 15 yards. If he can't find the man, throw it away, and that's what Gilbert did that time. And that will bring up third down for the Cal Bears. Gilbert last week against Arizona, 13 of 28, 3 interceptions. But if history repeats itself, in the past, Gilbert has bounced back and had game afters that have been very, very good. Gilbert needs 5 for the first down here, and he gets it. Oren Ford with a tough turnaround catch. Good enough for the first down at about the 9-yard line, covered there by Daryl Divinity. What a great catch for Oren Ford. Gail Gilbert and the Cal Bears knocking on the door. First and goal to go between the 8 and the 9-yard line. This is Houston, and he trips over his own man, but falls forward for a couple of yards. Jeff Plunkett finally was there to cover him, and they'll spot it down between the 7 and the 8-yard line, and they say he picked up 3. Give Houston credit for about 2 yards, and the lone back behind Gilbert now will be Scott Smith. He'll act as a blocker on the run, throws the ball to Noble. Noble trying to get his second touchdown of the season, will be 1 yard short. Mark Funderburk comes in. Oren Ford goes out. So you will have Garner, Funderburk, and Smith in the backfield. Third and goal to go at the 1-yard line. Funderburk sees the end zone and finds it for a count. Touchdown. Slanting over the left side using outstanding blocks by Mark Stevens and Ron Zinker. The Cal Bears are on the scoreboard, and we've got a tie ball game at 6-6 with 9:09 to go in the first half. A 1-yard run by Mark Funderburk makes it 6-6, and Tom Gansey will now try to put Cal in the lead at 7-6 with the extra point attempt. And he does. So with the clock stopped at 9:09 left in the first half, the scoreboard showing the University of California Golden Bears 7, UOP 6. Tom Gansey set to kick off. It's going to be LaShawn Well and Tommy Purvis back deep for the Tigers. Both men speedsters, and they can hurt you if they get up ahead of steam. Purvis waits for it, backtracks to the 3-yard line. The Cal player goes flying in the air. Purvis jitterbugging his way around, and finally is caught from behind with a penalty flag down at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start play from. Could be a little bit better than that, depending upon what the penalty's about, or worse. 17-yard return by Tommy Purvis is nullified with a clipping penalty, so the UOP Tigers will start just outside their own 10-yard line, 1st and 10. You see the switching around. Walski is going in motion now. Camp is the tight end on the left side, but they give this ball off to Mackey, or make that Thornton number 2, and he'll get across the 15-yard line to maybe the 16-yard line. We have only seen Mackey on one series of plays since he hurt his leg, and it may still be bothering him, and that's why we're seeing Thornton now. Stenlin is the new wide receiver. He's number 81, but Wolski goes in motion once again. And once again, they give the ball off to Thornton, and he is going to pick up big yardage across the 30 to the 33, as that time the Cal defense was spread out, and good blocking up front by Robert Zolg and Pecos, the right guard, to open up the hole to run through for Thornton.
17 yards, first and 10 Pacific.
Pickup of 17, and now we see UOP in an I formation, but they switch out of it. Camp sets on the right side, the tight end. Wolski in motion once again. And Thornton once again, the runner. Another big hole, another big yardage gain as he gets this time to the 47-yard line. And Zolg again throwing the key block to Springing. Noble making the stop for the Cal Bears. Thornton, of course, no stranger to Memorial Stadium, the youngster out of Oakland, California. Picked up 49 yards last week in the win over Reno. And now Burner setting his team, doing some direction. And if it worked once and it worked twice, let's try it 3 times. And into Cal territory goes Thornton down at the 45-yard line. This time he used the blocks on the left side by Steve Smith and Eduardo Yeags to pick up almost 9 yards. They're going to give him 8 on it. So on 3 carries, Ron Thornton has picked up better than 35 yards. Stenlin in motion. Sets over on the right side with Camp, the tight end. Thornton trying to get outside. Uses a block by Wolski. Tightropes the left sideline and goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So now it's the UOP Tigers, which are using the running game, and they're picking up some pretty good yardage as they have moved fairly well into Cal territory. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's the Cal 37. 6:49 to go in the first half. Sweep to the left side. Thornton again loses the ball, then gets it back. What a break for the UOP Tigers, and a bad break for Cal. It looked like it was Noble who stripped him of the ball, and as it bounced around, it bounced right back into Thornton's hands. They give Thornton a gain of 6 on it and a fumble recovery, so it'll be 2nd and 4. 7-6, California leads his 12th meeting between UOP and the Golden Bears. Burner with the time, looking toward the end zone. Wide open is Woods, touchdown. Gary Williams and Montoya had the coverage responsibility, but Woods got well in behind him. And all he had to do was wait for the ball to get there. And the UOP Tigers have taken the lead at 12-7 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Burner brings the Tigers out, and they're going to go for 2, trying to make up for the missed extra point. And Heinrich comes in as a wide receiver, so they've got 3 wide receivers over on the right side. The lone back is Thornton behind Burner. Stays in the block, pump fake. Now throwing for Heinrich. No, it's going to be Thomas, the deep man, and neither one could get to the ball. Both Thomas and Heinrich were over there, but it goes for naught, and it's still 12-7 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. The UOP Tigers lead the California Golden Bears. It'll be Galen Houston and Oren Ford back deep to receive the kickoff of Ken Norgard, with the UOP Tigers leading by a score of 12-7. That was a well-conceived drive, capped by the touchdown pass, but helped out, as Houston will not bring it out, helped out by the running of Ron Thornton. Out comes Gail Gilbert. Cockett splits wide to the left. McDougal wide to the right. And he's got Smith and Garner in the backfield, but he's going to try to pass here. Gets away from the pressure, swings it out to Garner. Garner jitterbugging his way across the 35, a pickup of nearly 17 yards. Good run by the 6'4", 6'9", 190-pound junior. Garner came into the game leading the Cal Bears in rushing and receiving, and has done nothing to hurt that statistic today. And Scott Smith, the fullback, on the run this time, and we have another UOP player hurt, but he's going to be able to get up all right. It's number 31, Sheldon McKenzie. Second down, and they need about, let's call it 7. The ball at the 40-yard line. The Cal Bears trailing. Dwight Garner and Smith in the backfield. Play action fake to Smith. Across the middle to Orrin Ford. No, making McDougal. McDougal with another flying catch. McDougal, number 8. Orrin Ford, number 6. And when they're flying through the air like the famous Walindas, it's hard to pick them up sometime, but it's a first down for Cal in UOP territory. McDougal is another one who worked with Freddie Biletnikoff, and those are famous Biletnikoff catches. But he's been doing that his whole career. This is Scott Smith, the fullback, and running off left tackle using the blocks of Mark Stevens. And Roy Ambrose picks up about 3 yards. Cal Bears come out. We have some new running backs in the backfield. We have Barbero and Galen Houston. And Funderburk sets as a wing on the right side. So a new formation, new wrinkle. Barbero on the swing pass. One-on-one, gets by one man, but he's able to hold him up just enough for the pursuit to get there, and he gets down close to the 35-yard line. That's the UOP 35, where Callis Galloway will finally be credited with the tackle. Pickup of 5, so we're seeing a little versatility in Barbero as he comes up with his first reception of the 1984 campaign. Full house backfield. And trying to pick up the first down on 3rd and 3, I believe, was Funderburk. But they're going to be well short of it. They're going to need about 2 yards. These are the type of decisions that give coaches gray hairs if they don't work. So it's going to be 4th, and they're saying it's 3. The ball just inside the 35-yard line. That is Garner going in motion. And it's going to be caught for the first down at the 20-yard line by Rance McDougal. When in trouble, go to Mr. Consistency, McDougal, and they come up with the first down just inside of Tommy Purvis, the cornerback. That's an interesting matchup. Purvis, who is one of the best defensive backs on the West Coast, and McDougal, who's got to be rated one of the top receivers on the coast. And that time in the one-on-one duel, it was McDougal winning it. This is Scott Smith, the fullback, slanting over the right side, getting inside the 20 down to near the 17-yard line. Another well-conceived drive for the Cal Bears as they trail it 12-7 with just about 2 minutes to go in the first half. This time the wide receivers for Gilbert to work with will be McDougal to the top of your screen, Orrin Ford to the bottom. Barbero and Dwight Garner are the running backs. Everybody goes out this time. And it was intended to number 43, Dwight Garner, but he was smothered coming out of the backfield that time by Joe Taylor and never had a chance to even try for the ball. So that brings up 3rd down. That time Joe Kapp decided to send everybody out, which gave Gilbert 5 potential receivers. Barbero stays in as a fullback, working with Garner in the backfield, and once again they go out. Plenty of time for Gilbert, throwing to the end zone, overthrows his man. And that was number 81, Yancey Lenzi, the backup tight end who was in there. So it'll be Tom Gansey time as he tries his second field goal of the afternoon, having missed one earlier from 37 yards. Gansey will try a 35-yard field goal. He missed one earlier from around 37 yards. He is 2 of 4 on the season, making field goals of 20.